Good morning to our guests. Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
So I'm going to start from my right here. I'm speaking to.
My name is Jacqueline Reed. I'm Manager of Contributions and Registrations.
Okay, and
Susanna Brown, Public Relations Officer.
all right,
Anita
and
Bryson, Benefits Manager.
benefits manager. All right. So let's talk a bit about the working of this organization this month. Of course, this time Financial Information Month, and we are people are learning about about these things because it's a central bank, the annual event. A bit about the workings of the system. What are you doing really here for the month, and a bit more about what you offer at this institution.
Well, thank you, Hammer. As everybody should know, Social Security is everybody's business. It's a social insurance program where employees and employers and the self-employed pay into the system while they're working so that when they're unable to work, they can receive benefits that they qualify for from the system, some sort of income replacement, partial income replacement. So Social Security is considered a social safety net, providing social protection to its insured contributors. And at the Social Security, we offer benefits in two branches, the long-term and short-term branch, and our short-term benefits consist of sickness, maternity, paternity, and funeral grant, while the long-term benefits consist of age or retirement pension, survivors, disability, and we offer a non-contributory old age pension as well. So those are the benefits that our insured contributors can benefit from once they are registered and paying their contributions into the system. For when any of those contingencies arise, then whether it is sickness, whether it's retirement, when you're permanently out of the workforce, or whatever period you're out of the workforce, whether temporarily or permanently, once you have been contributing to the system and meet the qualifying conditions, you can earn yourself those benefits. And today we are here. Our focus is really on our new social insurance administration system. You would have remembered that we went digital. We launched our digital platform last year, and we're continuing through with the phases, and we're now in the final stage or the final phase of our digital platform. So we've gone digital. Our digital revolution is here, and we are so happy because it will make doing business with Social Security so much easier and seamless.
Sure. Yeah.
And so we are proud and happy to announce that in the final phase now, of rolling out the filing of online claims, Polita, our benefits manager, will be happy to share that information with you. That's the phase we're at right now, and that's the final phase for our online digital platform. And we want all of Anguilla to know about this because it's going to require them to be registered. All employees are required to be registered because they will now have to file their claims online.
And I recall that you were having some time ago an online drive really for registration. How's that going? That
is going.
drive?
We continue to have registration drives, and that is continuing. Just last week we had one for the public servants during Social Security Week, and we've been doing hotel drives, supermarket drives to get the public, all the employees on board. We still have a lot more employees to come on board, and we will continue the drives until we have all employees on board.
All right. Okay. Now, Mrs. Reed, Jackie, your job, your function here, how does your job lends to financial, resilience? I know that is what it is right now. The theme for this month is deals with resiliency. And how does your job here at the ASSB lends to financial resilience?
Well, as I stated, I'm Manager of Registration and Contributions.
Yes.
So for the employers to pay, the employees need to be registered, both employees and employers. So my department, what we do is when the employers file, we're responsible for reconciling the payments and making sure that the money goes on the employee's record.
Okay.
And in that way, when they get sick, they can get the money will go into the right person, and the right amount paid when they get sick.
All right, this is a very important part because I know for sure
Right.
if people sick, they wanted to get the benefits, really. So you're the one who makes it happen then. So we now know who makes it happen. You, Jackie. All right. Okay. All right. And Palita, your role at the system again, you mentioned the digital transformation a while ago there, and the role that you are playing along with this in this realm?
For the benefits, this
Yeah.
is our final phase
Yes.
where persons now are required or will be required to file their claims online via the portal.
Yes.
But as we said before I get into that,
Yes.
we have to roll out a bit to speak about the importance of registering.
Registration is
Because without
important, yes.
registration,
Yes.
we can't, no one will be able to file for the benefits. So,
Okay.
I mean, just for Jackie to give a little synopsis of the filing, and then we'll go into the
Okay. So
Claim.
Jackie
Okay,
again.
since
so,
that
yes,
we are
yes.
speaking about our MBS, we're going to go back, and I'm going to speak from my department what is happening. Presently, the employers can file their returns online. They can file in bulk, or they can file one by one. When I say bulk, we have a spreadsheet that we send to our employees. You must follow the specifications in the spreadsheet to file. That's for large employers. A single employer can use the single entry and file.
Yes.
So they can file online. Before they submit it, they can see each employee, and the system is designed to give you whatever error. So if you file Abner Brooks and you have Abner Brooks' wrong social security number, the system
Error.
will tell you that's an error.
Error.
So it gives you a chance to correct all of your errors. If Abner Brooks is over 65, the system will say Abner Brooks is over 65, you cannot file.
Okay.
If Abner Brooks made his birthday the middle of the week, it will tell you Abner Brooks made his 60th birthday on today's what day? The 10th of November.
Yes.
Hence, you only have to pay up to the 9th of November.
Okay.
So that's how the MBS operates for the employers. When they file, they'll get a notice of assessment. So if it's late, right there and then, they will see the surcharges. So they no longer have to come to the office to find out what you owe Social Security. We are no longer sending out overpayment letters.
It's in your hand now.
It is in your hand.
You log in and just
That's
Yes.
right.
yeah, check it out.
That's
We are no
right.
longer sending out letters. So you as the employer can visit the portal and see whatever notification Social Security has on your behalf.
And what's the
from your
portal?
filing.
The portal domain, the portal address again, please.
We share it with Inland Revenue. It's services.gov.ai.
Okay.
And you can click on to Social Security. That's the only thing we share with Inland Revenue. So nobody can see your Social Security information.
Wow. Okay. And in terms of you mentioned employers, what about employees now?
Employees now,
yeah.
they can go on and they can see their earnings. They can see the historic earnings. They can see the current earnings.
Right.
And they can also download the past history for the last 20 years.
So you can't fool employees. Say, I
cannot.
pay you last
Exactly.
month. You can't fool them. You can't,
Exactly.
no
You
fooling.
can't-
No more fooling.
You got it. That's what we say.
And I also want to say so that
Uh,
if you're paying your employees over the monthly or weekly max, the system flag you. So no longer can you submit $800 for somebody making $8,000. It will tell you you only can file 7,700, 1,617, 160, 170.
So what if you're behind though? I mean, how do you
It's
go about
also,
that?
you would see that you're behind. The system will tell you that you're non-compliant.
Yeah.
If you file, because some employers are filing not paying, you would each month when we run our month in, you'll get that new notice assessment tell you what you owe the system.
Suppose I want to pay, I owe some money and I need to start paying the money up. I mean, what arrangements are there in place on the system for that? Is that
Not in the system. You still
must
have to
in.
come in and
Okay,
you will
good.
deal with the compliance department. The director, she's the one that can give you a payment plan. And once she set up the payment plan, she will turn it over to our department and we'll put that into the system.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how it gets there.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. And Palita, does this bring us to your department now?
Yes, that brings us to my department. As Jackie said and Rosanna stated, the importance of registering. Now, the final phase is where persons now can go online and file their benefit claim. No longer you have to come to the office to submit your claim. So how it works is, once you're registered, go on to the portal, you go to your doctor first of all, and the doctor will give you your medical certificate. We are phasing out the medical forms in its entirety, where you have sections for the employer, employee, wages, and all that. Hopefully, next year you'll just have just a piece like a card with just this section for the doctor. So once the doctor fills that out, you can stay from the doctor's office, you can go home in the comfort of your home, scan it, take a picture, upload it. So you just go into the system once you sign on, you click on to claim benefit, you'll have the area that comes up and say, asks you for your information, you upload the claim, then it asks for your last day work, your resumption work, and all that stuff. And when you finish, you submit it. Once the employee submits it, it goes to the employer.
Okay.
So it also comes to our office, but it's not in its completed form. It will go to the employer. The employer will receive an email and say, stating that one of your employees, submitted a claim and it's awaiting verification.
Oh.
So the employer will sign into the account and they will click on the benefit, comes up, and they'll see Jack claim benefit. They will see the sickness claim.
Wow.
Yes,
amazing.
the sickness claim is right there, so they don't. The employee now don't have to go into the employer to take the sickness claim, because that's the way it's done now. So you don't have to do that.
Online.
Right. So once they click on the attachment, they verify that my employee is out. The employee say the last day work, so and so, whatever it is. Employer verifies it. If the employer owes, let's say they claim it for October contributions wasn't paid in, the employer will add it, click submit. Once it's submit, it comes straight into our back office.
Wow.
And it's ready to be processed.
Processed.
Ready to process.
That's amazing.
So once we go in, we see it, we process it, and bam, once it's approved, it's paid by accounts and it goes straight into your bank account.
So almost seamlessly, just like
seamlessly.
that.
It goes straight to your bank account.
Like
Straight to your bank account. So the importance of when you register, the importance is you have to make sure that your information is correct. You have to keep checking. If you change banks or you change your bank account, you always have to go into your account and update. You have to make sure update your bank account if you change it, because whatever is there, the system is going to pick it up and send your money there. When it goes to the bank and it's not there, they'll send it back. That would be a failure, and the money will come back to us. So
one would be notified that the money was paid into the account by email, right?
Each step of the way, the employee receives an email. So when it is sent to the employer, and the employee can keep checking on their account
on
for
the portal.
Yes,
By the portal.
on the portal for the progress. So you'll see if it's awaiting verification, you'll see that you know that your employer hasn't sent it on to verify and send it on to Social Security. But once it's done and we process it, the employee will receive an email, automatic notice of assessment, saying that your claim has been processed, this is where you would be paid, and for whatever period.
No, the boss can't fool this.
No.
So
there's no need for us to call or you to call and say, where's my payment? Everything is there. We are working on getting up to date, because hopefully next year, God's willing, our timeline for paying benefits would be between 1 to 3 days. Hopefully we want to reach 2, 1 day or 2. Yeah, we've been doing a catch up. We've been trying to catch up, because we're working with 2 systems still. We're working with the old system and we're working with the new MBS system. So you find that the claims are coming in and we're not getting, the turnover is kind of slow than usual. But we're getting there. We are now processing October, so that's a good thing.
How is a friendly? That's a good thing. How is a friendly system though? The system itself is user friendly. I mean, is it cumbersome to work with? I mean, tell me.
It's not.
No.
Very user friendly.
Yeah.
Especially now that we are trying to get our employees to register. All you have to do is go on, you put in your Social Security number, and you request your code. There are 2 sets of registration. If someone walk to our office right now, you get a code automatically. So it's 2 steps. Go into our portal, put in your Social Security number, put in your code, activate your account now. You're active on the portal. But you're not going to see anything because you just registered. Your employer hasn't started paying for you as yet. For the all employees now, you come in, there may be 2 more steps, but all in all, it's less than 5 minutes for somebody to activate. You can use your phone to do it.
Your phone.
The only thing is that you have to call the office to get your code.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for those that walk in today to register, you don't leave the office without being active.
What about persons who require like support? For example, I have it on my phone too, but I lost my stuff. I can't get to it now. But if I require support, who would I reach out to? What do I do?
Come to the office. Yeah. Anyone in the front can assist you.
Yeah. And also, for the claiming of benefits, I know sometimes technology can be a bit intimidating for some. Some persons, because of the language barrier, because the information online is not in Spanish. It's as yet is in English, so that could be a hindrance also. So what we're trying to do is to set up maybe 2 help desks in the front for the time being, so persons can come and get assistance, or they can come and just use it to upload and submit their claims and stuff like that. So we're trying to think a little ahead.
Technology is one thing, and it's all cool and very efficient for us. But what about older persons, business persons, who may have it difficult, you find it difficult to understand all of this stuff, process this stuff?
I'll just touch on that a bit, and maybe Jackie and Rosanna could go a little bit into it. For now, well, not for now. The only 2 benefits, as I think Jackie or Rosanna indicated, sickness and maternity. Those are the only benefit that would be online on the portal. That's because it carries about 85 to 90% of the entire claims. So maternity and sickness, those are the only 2. Paternity, age pension and all that, you still have to come to the office and file. So that makes it easy for the older person. And
the older business people, the employers, some older guys around here, they too.
Also, what I've realized of late is a lot of employers are using accounting forms to file for them. And with MBS, that is a feature that is there. You have a business, you don't have time to file. You can go to, I don't want to call one company. You can go to XYZ. You can say, can you file on my behalf? And what you need to do as your company, you have to send us a written authorization saying that you're authorizing Rosanna Company to act on your behalf for Social Security purposes. So what we will do, link your company under Rosanna's accounting form. So when Rosanna goes on, she'll be able to see Class FM, Lord's Live, KCN, and she can file on your behalf. When that relationship ends, you have to send us another letter saying you're in the relationship, so that there's no way Rosanna can go from that date and file on your behalf. And for our domestic, we still allow them to use the paper form. And as Polly alluded to earlier, in the future we're hoping that we'll be able to get our help desk set up so they can come in with a paper form but sit at that computer and somebody guide them to file. So we are still assisting we are assisting our employers.
Rosanna, how does all of this here lends to financial resilience? Because that's one of the themes for this year's FIM Financial Information Month celebration. Tie that in for me nicely now. How does it all lend to that?
The theme for FIM this year is wealth creation for financial resilience. And through financial resilience and Social Security being a financial institution, it's very important for us to play our part with creating wealth for financial resilience. And that's why we offer the benefits that we do, because we realize that, with the world of Social Security, you realize that as much as people work and think that they can cater for themselves, because we have those people who would say, well, okay, yes, I don't need Social Security, I can go ahead and save and work and save and pay my way through. But we find that that's easier said than done. And that's why Social Security was created, to fill that void, to offer that social protection for those persons who are working. Either you're working but your payments are not enough to meet your financial needs, or that something forces you out of the workforce, whether it is illness, whether it is a disability or whether it is a death of a loved one or a partner, or whether it is you're permanently out of the workforce from retirement. All of you still have a life. You still need to live, to eat, to pay your bills. And Social Security is that safety net that once you have been paying into it, it allows you know when those situations arise that this is now you can lean on us and you can get your benefit that will help you to carry on your life. So it is important in terms of resilience. It's important for you to be contributing to Social Security so that you could benefit from Social Security when the need arises. Because trust me, the need will arise. That day will come when you no longer can work, whether it happens prematurely because of illness or some sort of disability, or it happens when you retire. The point is nobody works forever. That time comes. And there are unforeseen circumstances that can happen to you. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. None of us know we'll wake up tomorrow. So we are to make preparation today for whatever situation may arise. And Social Security is one of the best places you can do that, by registering, paying your contributions, so that you could have that financial resilience with that partial income coming in as a benefit from Social Security when the needs arise.
And we're also putting it in your hand where you can now go on and make sure your employer is paying for you. So that is part of being financially resilient. Because I've had instances where persons about to make 65 come to the office to find out what their pension will be. Because what we normally did in the past, 5 years before your 65th birthday, we'll send out an annual statement to you telling you what your pension will be like. So when you come to the office, you realize that you work for employer for years, he didn't pay for you. There's nothing we can do. But now with MBS, you as the employee can go on the portal wherever you are in the world and make sure that your employer is filing for you and the right amount.
What would happen to an individual who was working and they stopped and there are no more contributions made to the Social Security, but when they reach the age of 65, what will happen to that individual? Even though they made a contribution in the past, what would happen to them when they reach 65?
If when they make 65, whatever contributions are in the system and it qualifies for the pension, you will get the pension. If it qualifies for a grant, which is a one-time payment, you'll also get it. So not because you stop. It's all about the qualification period. You need 150 weeks for a grant, you need 500 weeks for a pension. Yeah, so if you stop and let's say you stop at 300 weeks, you'll get a grant. If you stop at 500, 600, you'll receive a pension.
What would happen if...
So that's why we have self-employed.
Yes. What would happen if that person, if that individual wants to, instead of a grant, decide they would like to make their thing current?
So this is what I'm saying. That's why we have self-employed. So that when that person stops working, they can come in and they have odd jobs, whether it's odd jobs, or they can come in and sign up for self-employed and
continue paying.
Continue paying, so that they'll be current. Because the longer you pay, the better, the more benefit you receive. Yeah,
because you do find some people like they used to be an employee and they're no longer an employee. You can continue as a self-employed to make sure that your contributions keep coming in so that you can get a pension.
Yes.
Is there a tier system in reference to the pension based on the contribution?
Yes, it's based, to qualify for the pension, you need 500 contribution weeks into the system. That gives you 30%. For each additional 50 week, it's an additional percent. So that what? You can't exceed 60%, but from 30 you can go 31, 32, 33, 40, 45, up until you reach 60. Once you reach 60, it's a cutoff. So that's the importance of continuing paying into the system.
And we appeal.
And we appeal to persons because, as Jackie Rosanna stated, it's important because I work in the benefits department, and it's heartbreaking when persons come in and they can no longer work, they're disabled, so at the end of the day, you come in, you say you want to claim the benefit, and when you look, there's nothing. There's nothing, and we can't help because if you didn't put anything in, you can't get anything out. So it's really, really important. I'm seeing that a lot.
And that's why we are appealing
Appealing
to
to-
those self-employed persons, the fishermen, the taxi drivers, the hairdressers, the entertainers. We are appealing to you to come on board. A lot of them say, oh, they don't need us, they can take care of themselves, but the time will come. You never know what can happen
You
to you,
don't.
and you need,
Absolutely.
and that's part
And-
of the financial resilience. It's the onus is on you to ensure that you are covered under some sort of insurance,
Yep.
because a lot of persons don't have health insurance for themselves. They depend if they work for somebody that they cover them, like government workers are covered, social security workers are covered, other statutory body workers are covered. I don't know whether the hotel workers are covered. Some might be, but if you don't work for an employer that covers you, you are to ensure that you
You're
have
covered.
some sort of coverage.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, a lot of the coverage for those persons is social security,
Your safety
because they
net,
don't have personal insurance
They don't
plan.
have
They
it.
don't have
With
health insurance
everything
or
else
medical
failed.
insurance.
Yeah.
We don't have a national health fund as yet, and so social security is that safety net for them. So it is important for them to be covered under social security.
Mr.
Yeah.
Pickering,
And
you
it's
have-
What-
also,
what
it is-
happens
it is
to the
also
person?
law.
yeah.
Yes.
So if you're working,
Yes.
the employer has to pay social security for you.
And if you're self-employed,
And if he's deducting the money, please make sure he's paying it in on your behalf.
Well, the new system you have now will ensure that, because
Yes.
the employee can now look at that
Yes.
system and
Yes.
see if you're paying or not. So
That's right.
that is going to help you
That's
to
right.
ramp up
That's right. And
the
just,
contributions.
I just want to add just a little bit, and then Pickering, you can ask a question pertaining to the self-employed. When you look at it, when you sign up for self-employed, let's say the lowest band, because it's in bands, where it starts at $200, if you're making $200 a week, the contributions is $16 a week, 16 EC. When you get sick and you submit your claim, you get $120 a week from paying
Yeah.
$16 a week. So
Okay.
I mean, it's a win-win.
You're winning. You're winning.
Yeah.
Mr. Pickering?
No, my question was, I was asking for the employee whose employer did not pay in his contribution. What happens to that employee?
If
That
it
kind of
has
good.
statute bar, there's nothing we can do. And if the employee has no proof, there's nothing we can do. It's the employee word against the employer word.
So if the employer doesn't pay in for this person, there's nothing you can do. It's statute bar, you
Once there's
said?
no proof, and
No
it's-
proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That is not
And
good.
what is that statute bar?
Yeah.
Nothing.
How many years?
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Well, you don't want to say that,
Okay, all
but
right.
No,
that
no,
is very important.
Yeah, it's very important.
that's
Things
why
like
we-
these,
we-
I think that,
That is why the system
This is
now,
why with this system now,
now,
you
you
have
have
everything
it
in
in
your
your
hands.
hands.
Because we appeal to people all the
Okay.
time, make sure you're some people are afraid. They're afraid of the employer. They know
Ask
that the
questions,
employer are
yeah.
not doing, and they are afraid. There's no reason for you to be afraid they lose your job. Your employer cannot or should not.
Should
And
not.
you have a very good case if your employer is going to terminate you because you are making sure that your social security contributions are being paid. You know, that's what labor department is there for. That's what the labor law is there for, and hopefully that it has enough teeth to protect the employees against that sort of victimization. And that is why we tell people to make sure your employer is paying
Yes.
for you. And that is why with the system now, when you register and you log in as an employee, you will see your salary there.
See?
And we are asking persons that as they register and they go in to check their contribution history, we want you to also ensure that the salary that you are seeing on the system is your correct salary. Because some employers can be under reporting for you. So they can say, well, okay, Hammer, they can file that I'm paying, the Hammer is paying, is being paid $1,000 a month for his job. When really, Hammer's salary is $2,000. But they're only paying Social Security on $1,000. That affects you, Hammer, because your contributions benefit you. So if your employer is shafting you and underreporting what your salary is, it means that that's going to limit what your benefit will be. And so it's going to affect your benefits and your pension. So you need to ensure that that when you register and you log on to that portal and you go into your contribution history and all that, and you see what your salary is, you verify if that's the correct salary. If it's not, you notify us here at Social Security and let us know what your true salary is, so that we know internal compliance department can work with the employer to ensure, to highlight the underpayment and ensure that they pay in the contributions on the right salary for the employees, because they are cheating the employees.
And also too, when you go on the portal, make sure your weeks are correct. We have this whole week we have receiving calls with personnel and they're not seeing certain years. We know that when we merge information from our old system to the new system, we had some failures. So we are working as quick as we can to correct it. So if you any employee listening to us now and you go on the portal and you know you work for 2021 and you see no wages, just call the office, give us your information, and we will look into it and get back to you. Going back now to registration, because that's what we want to ensure everybody register. When you go on the portal to register as an individual or employee, ensure you give us your email address, an accurate email address, and your telephone number. Again, we are no longer sending out letters. We are using the portal to communicate with our employers and with our employees. So make sure you give us your correct email address and a correct telephone number so that we can contact you. And your bank information, make sure you tell us if it's EC, US, savings, or checking. And make sure you put the right account information in.
And registration, again, good point you raised there. So a person that are hearing us right now, they can come to the office right now and register, right?
Yes, they can do that. They can register on their own as well. If they come to the office to register, they get their registration activated right away, their account activated, because they will be here on site. They can get the code immediately because the code is not sent to you. But if you do it from the comfort of your home or wherever on your mobile device, you can call for the code. When you request the code, you can call for the code, and then we'll give you the code, you input it, and you activate your account. You can go in, and as Jackie said, we want you to go through your contribution history and see if there are any gaps, if anything abnormal, so that you can notify us, because it could either be when we migrated the data, there was a glitch, something didn't come over, or it could be your employer did not pay for you, and that's one way of detecting it. You go through your contribution history and to check your wages to make sure they're correct.
And your weeks.
And your weeks as well. All right. Well, in closing, let's start from Palita first. And Palita, your closing comments, final words, anything you wish to share in parting with our listeners and viewers?
Yes, I just want to just reiterate that this whole digital transformation is to make our job easier, but most important, you, our customers, we want you to do everything in the comfort of your home. No need to come to the office. You stay in the comfort of your home, and you do whatever you need to do. You can claim your benefit, you can check and see when it's paid. Everything is done just in a matter of minutes, you know? So the onus now is on you. It's on you to file. It's on you to ensure that your employer is paying for you, so that when that time comes to benefit, it will be seamless. There will be no delay. So I just want to appeal, just use the portal. Please use the portal, because eventually, I'm not going to give a date, our claims will be phased out. The manual stuff will be phased out, so you'll have to use the portal. Yes.
The portal.
Yes.
Okay. We're heading there. All right. Thank you, Palita. And again, your title again? You're the
Benefits Manager.
Manager at the Eccb. Okay. And Rosanna?
And I just want to say that our MBS, or Multi-Benefits Solutions online platform, is just not a platform, but it streamlines you. It's a passport to streamlined processes and enhance convenience. So, and it is security clad. Right? I know that is important for people. People have the concern how secure it is. Our system, our digital platform, our online system, we take our data, your data, safety very seriously. And so our system is built with cutting edge security features, and it is compliant with security regulations to ensure that we meet the highest standard of security, online security, to secure our customers' data. So you are not to worry. Your data is well secured with Social Security on the digital platform.
All right. Thank you, Rosanna. And again, you're the marketing. You are, tell me, you're
Public Relations Officer.
marketing. All right. And Jackie?
Okay, just want to end. I guess I'm going to touch on what Ms. Bryson said to ask our employees, please go online, register yourself. When you register yourself, go through the portal and verify your history. As I said earlier, you can go on and you can download your past 20 years earnings. You no longer need to come to the office. Before we used to call it an annual statement. You can now go online and download your annual statement. People use it for passport purposes, to get their rights, to send overseas, to prove that they are working in Angola and paying Social Security in Angola. So that no longer you need to come to our office. You can now download that as of today.
As of today.
Yes,
Okay.
and please go on, check your information, update your information. It's going to give us a if you go online and you have to update your address, your telephone, your stuff, your bank account information, give us a little time back office. But we will get to it, and then when you go back on, you'll be able to see that your information has been updated. Please register and check. Years ago, we used to have a big billboard to the sign down there
Yeah, I remember.
telling you to come in.
Come in.
We are no longer, the board is down,
Yes.
because now you can go on the portal and you can check to make sure that your employer is paying your right Social Security and the right amount and in a timely manner.
And
so
again-
it is in your hand.
And again, that portal, how to access the portal?
It goes services.gov.ai, and again, we are sharing it with Inland Revenue. So you just go to the Social Security portal, and there you are at Social Security.
You're there. All right. And
SSB.
okay, SSB. So Jackie, your title again here at the office?
Manager registration and contribution.
All right. Well, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Rosanna. Thank you, Isabeliza. And this has been FIM Financial Information Month on Roadshow. And today we are here at the Anglo Social Security Board. And of course, we thank you for listening. Hope you learned a whole lot today from these folks right here. Come in today, register today, right? It is
Yes.
online at the portal. I'll come in today to the office as well and see the friendly folks. Thank you for your time.